How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the Crypto Unveiled channel. In today's video, we're going to be looking at a popular altcoin which many people believe has the potential to be one of the top cryptocurrencies in the cryptocurrency market. Maybe even one day potentially even overtaking the very top cryptocurrency, which is of course Bitcoin. Make sure you guys do hit that subscribe button if you are new around here, as we post daily cryptocurrency content. And of course, guys, like I said in every video, this is not financial advice. This is strictly entertainment purposes only. So make sure you go out and do your own research and come to your own conclusion before investing into any coins or tokens that I mentioned in my videos. With that out of the way, let's get straight into the video. So if you haven't guessed it by the title of this video, today we are of course talking about the super popular altcoin at the moment called Casper, or KAS for short. Make sure you guys do watch till the very end of the video, because I'll be going over different categories which different types of investors will be in, and then you can sort of see which category you believe yourself is in. And of course, after that, I will give my own personal price prediction on Casper as well. So the first part of the video here, we'll just look at the statistics of Casper, then we get into what Casper actually is, and like I said, towards the end of the video, look at different categories of price predictions and my own personal one as well. So if we look at some statistics here, you can see the current market cap of Casper is just over $827 million, with the 24-hour volume actually up 43% at over $21.5 million. You can see that the current circulating supply of Casper is just over 20.2 billion coins, with a max or total supply of just over 28.7 billion coins. You can see that the fully diluted market cap of Casper is hovering around 1.17 or 1.13 billion dollars. We look at the different charts, so you can see in the last day it's only up a slight bit. 7 days is up 1.74%. Over the month is, it's been fairly stagnant as well. If we switch it to a year, of course, you can see huge amount of gains in the last year. And if we look at the chart here, you can see within the last few weeks, Casper has actually hit an all-time high. And you guys might be, saying to yourself, because I know that I am, this is absolutely insane for Casper to hit an all-time high. Not only because, any cryptocurrency hitting an all-time high is, extremely special and is a very big moment for that cryptocurrency, but Casper has actually hit an all-time high in a bear market, guys. So, you can only begin to, you can only begin to imagine what Casper will look like in a bull market. And this is why, one of the main reasons why so many people are so hyped up about Casper, because they look at the all-time high that's actually just hit and it's in a bear market, and they're just thinking about when the next bull run does actually hit, how insane Casper will actually be going with all the new funds pumped into the cryptocurrency market. If we look over to the official Casper website here, it's casper.org if you want to check it out for yourself. We'll look at, we won't go into too much detail because I'm sure a lot of people on this video will actually know about Casper already. But basically, this does sum up Casper very nicely. So Casper is the fastest open source, decentralized and fully scalable layer 1 in the world. So if you guys didn't know, basically what Casper is all about is basically being one of the fastest cryptocurrencies for transactions. That is their whole sort of focus and aim and goal, is to be basically the #1 coin used for transactions. So basically, this is why I always compare Casper to Bitcoin, because of course when Bitcoin was first released, Bitcoin and even the whole purpose behind cryptocurrency was basically meant to be an alternative currency to traditional currency, fiat currency. And of course, when, like I said, Bitcoin was first created, of course, Bitcoin was meant to be used for transactions. However, over the years, as more and more users started to use Bitcoin, we started to realize that Bitcoin is not, as scalable as we would like it to be. And now, many people use Bitcoin more as a sort of store of value, similar to, as people would put money into gold or silver, for example. So basically, this is what Casper is here to do, basically to be the modern day Bitcoin, is basically what I always say. It says here, Casper at a glance. It just has a few more details about Casper. You can see the hashing algorithm is actually called K-heavy hash, which is actually super popular hashing algorithm at the moment, and many miners have actually switched onto this algorithm, which is another strong reason why many people are, bullish about Casper as well. You can see the block time is only 1 second as well, and I've already talked about the circulating supply and the market cap and all of that good stuff. If we scroll down a little bit further, you can see Casper's key features, and like I've just said, is basically all about being the #1 transactional coin in the cryptocurrency space. So of course you've got the fastest transactions combined with fully confirmed transactions in just 10 seconds, guys. This is absolutely, this is a crazy low amount of seconds for a cryptocurrency. I mean, if you compare it to like other big cryptocurrencies such as Ethereum or Bitcoin, sometimes even now in a bear market, Bitcoin still takes ages to confirm, 30 minutes or an hour. And back in the 2021 bull run, when loads of people were using Bitcoin, that slowed down to sometimes even days if you didn't didn't pay a high transaction fee, which is another thing which I'll come on to in a second here with Casper. It also has instant confirmations, of course, scalability, which is a huge thing, because of course if you want a coin to be big in the future, it has to be of course scalable. Of course, efficient proof of work, again, just improving on the traditional Bitcoin proof of work, basically just trying to be more efficient and better for the environment, which is another thing that a lot of people like to say is a negative about cryptocurrency such as Bitcoin with proof of work. It's not very environmentally friendly. However, with Casper, it's more efficient. They've got good security, and they've actually got a very unique thing here called block DAG as well, which I won't get into too much details here. I don't think they talked about the actual low cost here, but Casper is also super low cost as well, which is another reason why many people will actually be choosing to use Casper. Okay, so if we look over to their Twitter page here, you can see that they've got 75.8 thousand followers on Twitter, so a super strong community behind Casper. And I know myself, every time I make a Casper video, the community goes absolutely mad in the comments, just spreading positivity about Casper. And I really do hope that Casper does actually do well in the future, just from I just believe in Casper so highly, just from the fact that it has such great features around it. So let's get on to the main part of the video here, which I'm sure many people will have actually stayed for. And this is going to be sort of different categories that different investors are going to be in. I put this list together, and I've also put a simple and easy sort of investment amount in here for people to actually look at. And just sort of see it. I'm sure it's super easy to do the calculation, but it's just nice for you to be actually able to see the physical numbers in front of you. So yeah, so you can basically at the end of this video put yourself in one of these categories here which you think you are in. So let's first start off with the super conservative short term. So very simply, these are the people who do believe in Casper, however they just want to make a quick flip on Casper. They're only in it for a short term, as they might be a trader and they might want to just stay in it short term and make a quick bit of profit. So of course I put in this category 2x your money. It would have to hit a market cap of around $2 billion, and the price of Casper would actually get to around 9 cents per coin. I put here invest $1,000, and if it does actually hit this target price which I'm talking about here, the investment would of course now be worth $2,000. I've also put where about this market cap would be hovering around, and it would be hovering around the H-bar, Filecoin, other coins around that area. So we go on to the rankings here and scroll down a little bit. We're looking for around a $2 billion market cap, and like I said here, you're looking around a H-bar sort of level, which is another popular altcoin which I also talk about on the channel. Do I see Casper overtaking this? Yes, for sure. Of course, Ethereum Classic, of course I believe Casper can also overcome that. I've also put Filecoin here, and they've also got ICP coin here as well, which all these coins I do strongly believe that Casper of course has a potential to overtake all these coins here. The next category here, we've got conservative categories, so we'll be looking at around a 5x on the current price of Casper. In order to hit this actual 5x goal, we'd have to see a market cap of around $4.5 billion. The price of Casper at this market cap would be around 23 cents per coin, and of course I've put here as well, invest $1,000, and if it did hit the price, it would then be worth $5,000. And this would be, the market cap would actually be sitting around Bitcoin Cash or Avalanche sort of territory. So we look back over here and we scroll up a little bit further here. You can see around the 4.5 sort of area here. What have I put here? I've put Bitcoin Cash and Avalanche here. Of course, Avalanche, I believe that this has actually dropped quite a bit here. So it's around sort of Bitcoin Cash, Avalanche here. You've also got Wrap Bitcoin as well as also a huge OG coin as well, which is of course going to be Litecoin as well. And do I expect Casper to overtake these? I do believe that Casper has potential to overtake all of these. I mean, I believe that, you know, one of the only reasons why Litecoin is actually still here is just from the fact that it's been around and it's had a long track record and people are very familiar with the coin, which is why I believe that people are still holding on to it. You know, if we actually look at the technology behind Litecoin, there isn't actually much, and Casper has much better technology than Litecoin. If we scroll down a little bit more here, you can see Realistic. So these are the people who are holding Casper, you know, a lot longer here, and we'll be looking at, you know, Casper, holding on to Casper until at least towards the next bull run, so maybe a year or 2 years here. So I've put 10x to 15x. It would have to, Casper would have to hit the market cap of around $9 to $14 billion. The price of Casper would be around 45 to 50 cents per coin. And of course, if you invest $1,000, your investment, if it was to hit this this price here, would be worth around $10,000 to $15,000. And this would be around the sort of area of Cardano and USD coin. So scroll up a little bit further here. We look at Cardano and USD coins, so it'd be sitting sort of around the middle of around these two. And once again, do I believe that Casper can overtake Cardano? I do believe this is sort of getting to the territory where it is starting to get a little bit tough, because all these coins are, you know, all very strong competitors of each other, even though, you know, they might not be direct competitors. You know, they are all competing for the very, you know, the top of the rankings here. However, do I believe that Casper can overtake Cardano? I do still believe that Casper can for sure overtake Cardano. Once again, just Casper has super great features. If we scroll a little bit more here, this category here is for the super ambitious people, or maybe not even super ambitious, just ambitious. These are the people who are holding on to Casper much longer term. So, you know, even maybe after the bull run, they're looking to hold on for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years maybe. And I'm sure a lot of people who are actually watching this video would be in this sort of ambitious category. And we've even got a even more ambitious category underneath this, which I'll get onto in a second here. But ambitious category, I'll put around 40x the current price for Casper. In order to hit that 40x goal, we'd have to see a market cap of around $36 billion. The price of one Casper coin would be sitting around $1.80 per coin. And of course, if you invest $1,000 and it hits its target price, your investment would now be worth sitting around $40,000, which is just absolutely insane, guys. Imagine if you could turn $1,000 into $40,000. You know, that is just an absolutely insane gain that you would not be able to see in, you know, a traditional stock market for sure. So, and I've also put here around BNB level here. So you scroll up a little bit more, you can see BNB is currently sitting at $33 billion, and the market cap of Casper would have to hit around $36 billion. So it's sort of around the BNB sort of territory. And of course, guys, like I said, this is super tough here as we get towards, you know, the very top of the rankings. All these coins here are used by many. You know, they're super well known. And oftentimes they have great technology, or they have a super long track record, or, you know, they just have a great sort of, I want to say, branding sort of behind them, which many people, you know, for Bitcoin, for example, it doesn't have great technology. However, people just know that coin, and which is why they just want to invest in it. And like I said, it's basically like digital gold, which is why, you know, it is known as digital gold, because people, you know, use it as store of value for their money. So if we look at BNB here, do I believe that Casper will overtake BNB? I do believe that it is possible, maybe not in the short-term future. If we look in more long-term, like I said, 2, 3, 4, 5 years time, I do still believe that Casper has the technology to back up this. And, you know, I do believe, you know, long-term it can, for sure, it does have the potential to overtake BNB. The last category here, of course, are for the super ambitious people who are holding on to Casper for super long term. You know, I'd like to put here unrealistic. You know, I put Unrealistic here just from the fact that, you know, I'm not sure many people would be in this boat. I'm sure there will be a few people who are watching this and will be in the unrealistic category here. Many people will be saying, you know, this isn't unrealistic. This can happen. You just have to wait a certain amount of time. However, you know, for this unrealistic category, I believe we'll be seeing, you know, 5 to 10 to 15 years holding on to Casper in order to hit these sort of goals. So yeah, so unrealistic, we'd be looking at around 632x, market cap of around $566 billion. The price of one Casper coin would actually be worth over $28 per coin. And if we invested $1,000 and it hits the target price, the investment would now be worth over $632,000, guys. And if you haven't guessed it already, what market cap I'm comparing it to is, of course, the very top, the #1 cryptocurrency, which is, of course, Bitcoin. If we look back over to the rankings here, like I said, of course, the market cap of Bitcoin has actually dipped a little bit here over the last few days or last week here, because the whole market has sort of dipped quite a bit. However, I've put around 566 billion, and the Bitcoin current market cap is sitting around $517 billion. So like I said, this is a super unrealistic categories. However, like, you know, you guys know anything in crypto is possible. You know, given for a long enough time frame, who knows what's going to happen with Bitcoin over the next few years. It could suddenly crash. Something could happen with Bitcoin. And like I keep saying, I do believe that Casper does have the potential to be one of the top coins, if not overtake Bitcoin, just from the fact that, you know, the technology is there. Yes, Casper is a very simple coin. However, you know, with simple coins, this also makes them super usable for the masses. So, you know, if Casper does actually, you know, start to climb the rankings and start to become the very top, one of the very top cryptocurrencies on the market, and people start using Casper for transactions, you know, very quickly, Casper could actually become the #1 cryptocurrency for sure. Yeah, because oftentimes, you know, even the new people coming into cryptocurrencies, they'll oftentimes look at the rankings and, you know, base their investment based on these sort of rankings, and they tend to go towards the higher end of the rankings with the bigger market cap, because of course it's a much safer investment. So I do believe that, you know, given a long enough time frame, Casper could potentially climb to the very top of the cryptocurrency market. However, you know, this is a super long-term play, and we'll be looking, you know, many years into the future. So the last part of the video, just give my personal price prediction and what category I actually fall into with Casper. So with Casper, I actually fall into the sort of realistic category. I do believe that is very realistic for Casper to hit a 10 to 15x, and hopefully, you know, much higher than that. Like I keep mentioning throughout the video, I'm sure I just keep rambling on about this, but like I said, Casper is a super simple coin. However, the super simple coins oftentimes do extremely well, especially in cryptocurrency. You know, oftentimes with like I keep saying, new people, new money coming into the cryptocurrency space, the sort of more simple or you know, easy to understand cryptocurrencies oftentimes do the best, just from the fact that, you know, with a cryptocurrency which is super complicated and hard to understand, it puts off a lot of the new money or the new people coming into the crypto space, because, you know, they just, you know, they're super cautious with their money, and of course, you know, people are scared of what they don't understand. So yeah, not only is Casper super simple and easy to understand, you know, it's also super usable, and, you know, it's got the technology to back this up. And, you know, if it does actually keep being, you know, the fastest cryptocurrency on the space, and it's being, you know, it's being the very best in the sort of the unique feature that it actually has, I don't see why not Casper. You know, I don't see why Casper will not hit, you know, the very top of the cryptocurrency rankings. Apart from that, guys, I'd like to thank you very much for watching the video. Of course, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you do hit that like button, and if you're new around here, make sure you do hit that subscribe button as well. Apart from that, I'll see you guys in the very next video. Peace.